Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how to grow your stack in the most sustainable and most safe way. Today we want to talk about how to bridge assets from any chain almost to any other chain. There are different options you could use. For example, another option would be AnySwap. The issue with AnySwap is that sometimes they don't have enough liquidity on the target chain, which means your bridging process will fail. That's why we're going to use Elk Finance today. This protocol is around for quite a while. I'm also using it myself for quite a while, and I never had any issues. So I just walk you through the process. First thing you want to do is come over here to the app. And of course, as always, connect your wallet so we can do something here. Okay, now we are connected. You see it over here. And what we are going to do today, we're going to bridge from Polygon to Cronos chain, okay? And how this protocol works is that you are supposed to first convert your assets into Elk, then you bridge your Elk over to your target chain, and then basically you swap back your Elk to whatever asset you want, okay? So let's go ahead and USDT, let's use USDT. You want to do the max amount right here and swap it over to Elk. Now this can take a few seconds sometimes until the system has updated. So just give it a second or two. Yeah, important to note is that this Elk token basically is just a vehicle. We don't care really about the Elk token, but it's kind of brilliant because like this, they make sure there's always enough liquidity on all the chains because obviously they control this token, so they can just issue them on the other chains, right? As much as needed. Okay, this takes a bit long. Let's give it a nice refresh right here. One more time, USDT and maximum amount. There you go. Okay, now since I already used this protocol before, when you use an asset for the first time, you will have like an approve button right here. So you have to approve first that they can spend your asset, whatever you chose here. So just go ahead, approve it, then approve this transaction, and then you will be able to swap. So I'm going to swap $115 for 48 Elk tokens. Okay, perfect, confirm. And this is also nice. You can just add the token to your MetaMask, so it will automatically show up. So we just add this token, so we see it. Okay. Okay, swap is already confirmed, went through. So you already see here the Elk balance changed, everything as it's supposed to be. Now to the actual bridging process. This bridging happens here on ElkNet. Now what we want to do is we want to take our Elk balance, what we just swapped, okay, our 48. Okay, you see if I click max, it's not taking it. This is unfortunate. This shouldn't happen. I think it's my internet, to be honest. It's sometimes a little bit unreliable. Either way, we come over here. Now it takes the balance. Let's go for max amount. There you go. And now you see, since I'm bridging the first time on this particular address, I will have to approve it again. And our target chain is going to be Cronos. Now, important is this little button right here. If you don't have already Cronos or whatever, like the main token of whatever chain you want to bridge to, then you click this button and it will convert a little bit of your Elk into the native token of the chain, in this case, CRO. And this is simply so we can do swaps on the other chain. Because obviously, if I would just get over my Elk, but I don't have any CRO on the Cronos chain, then I wouldn't be able to do anything, right? So let's approve it. Okay, let's confirm. Brilliant. Let's wait a little bit until this went through. And then I can explain you another feature. Okay, perfect. It's approved. And now you see I'm able to transfer. Now here's one really good feature, what unfortunately many other bridges don't offer. What you can do is you can send your funds to another wallet address. Because how most of the bridges work is, you can bridge your assets, but it will always bridge them onto the same address. So keep in mind, your address right here is basically sort of a multi-chain address, you could say, yeah? Which means that this address is valid on all of those layer 1 chains, of most of them at least. And therefore, you can just use the same address on Cronos, on Avalanche, on Phantom, on Ethereum, and so on and so forth. But let's say you have one address and you would like to, maybe for, you know, for separation purposes or whatever, you want that the funds arrive on another address on the target chain. This is exactly what I'm going to do. I want to have the funds onto another address, which is this one right here. Okay, just make sure that is correct. It is correct. Okay, perfect. Let's have a look right here. Okay, great. So I'm going to transfer my ELK tokens now from one address on Polygon to another address on Cronos. Let's do transfer. Okay, confirm. Now this should be also fairly fast. Let's give it just a few seconds. There you go. It's already confirmed. So what we need to do now to finish this whole process, I need to connect my other wallet now, okay? Because I bridged it over to Cronos, right? Remember? But I did it on the other chain. Now, this is a little bit annoying sometimes. You will have to come to your other wallet where you started with. You have to come here. You have to disconnect your wallet from the old one. Now we refresh the page. And then we are able to connect the new wallet. So there you go, connect wallet, MetaMask. And now I'm going to connect the wallet I sent the funds to, okay? Connected. Go ahead and change the chain now, because now we are interested in Cronos right here. And you will see if I come over here that I have 0 ELK right now. Okay, which means it is not yet completed. Okay, let's go to the other account right here. No CRO so far. So what this tells you, don't panic. It can take a few, seconds to minutes sometimes until the funds arrive. And this was brilliant. It was in real time. It just arrived right here. So now we should have an ELK balance. I just updated. There you saw it. Now we have an ELK balance right here. You see, this is another address now. We are now on the Cronos chain right here. And I have my ELK tokens on the Cronos chain on the new address. And all you want to do now is go ahead, take this ELK tokens and convert it to whatever asset you want to use on the new chain. In my case, I want this assets to be back in USDT. Let's go to the max. And you see insufficient liquidity. This can just happen. Let's give it a few seconds to update. And we can also try USDC. This goes a bit smoother here. Probably we'll have to refresh again. As I said, this shouldn't be the case. I believe it has to do with my internet connection, because it's sometimes a little bit wonky here. So yeah, you already see how long it takes to refresh the page. So I believe the issue is with my internet. Either way, important is that we bridged our assets, our ELK tokens now over to the new chain. And now you are able to swap your ELK tokens for whatever asset you want on the new chain, for example, to CRO or whatever. And you also see that we have now 4.339 CRO. And this happened because we pressed this little button right here. Okay, my internet left me. Sorry guys for that. But I think you got the idea. I think you got the concept. I hope this video helped you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and see you on the next one.